Hi everybody, welcome back to the Limit Breakdown, where we break down the latest in TV, movies, and everything going on in entertainment. We are your hosts. I'm Miggs.
And Sid.
And we got our special guest, Mr. Brandon, right here.
Peace.
Today we're going to be discussing a lot of the announcements and trailers that were released at San Diego Comic-Con last week, and giving our thoughts on the future of the MCU and other upcoming releases. It's going to be some good times, all right? Stay tuned after the intro, and yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. We're going to kick it off with a Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever trailer.
Right on,
Roll
let's
it.
get. Dude, that background panel with the temple.
That's actually pretty cool. I do like that.
Ain't she pregnant? Apparently. Like a
It's rumor.
secret love child.
I mean, it ain't really much of a secret whose child it would be.
Facts.
It's legitimately gonna be like.
This is going to be a very hype movie.
Oh man,
Extremely hype.
Yo, this looks... So the first one, you know, the CGI kind of faltered towards the end.
a little bit.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
This looks
There's your water birth.
way
Wow, that's
better.
actually awesome.
Yeah.
So you know they changed the origin of
Namor.
Namor,
To
right?
be more reflective of the Mayan.
Yeah, so he's
Shit.
not Atlantean anymore.
Huh, I did not know that.
Yeah, he's a descendant from like some type of
Like a
Mesopotamian
Mayan
tribe.
god
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
Wow, that looks awesome.
Riri.
Ooh.
Riri, yeah. Dude, the visuals on this, dude, the costume.
Is that Namor? Oh, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Honestly, like, you know, I've heard a bunch of people talk about, oh, Shuri. Dude, I hope they give M'Baku the mantle.
You know who I think is going to be?
Who?
Okoye.
Oh, yeah?
I can see that. I can see Okoye.
Okoye has been peppered through
Yeah.
this whole time. Like, for us to
Yeah.
get Shuri, yes, it's going to be more comic book accurate, but it's kind of like, yo, where did that come from?
Well, and I mean, they had some issues with the actress, so I don't think
That's
I don't
awesome.
think that they're gonna do that.
I
Dude,
just- I
that
just think
visual,
Yeah. And coming down.
the throne underwater, man.
There it is.
That's Okoye, bro.
Yeah,
That's
it has-
Okoye.
it's-
That's Okoye,
yeah.
bro.
I would.
Shuri is here to groom Riri. Going back to Black Panther 1 when she had the blasters.
Oh yeah,
That's
the Iron
kind of
Heart.
similar to
I
an
can
Iron
see
Man type thing. You know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
can see it.
Yeah, man,
I think
I'm
that'd be
hyped.
awesome.
I'm hyped
Yeah.
on that. I'm hyped on this movie. Honestly, obviously, you know, Chadwick Boseman's passing, big tragedy. How do you guys feel about Marvel's decision to not recast T'Challa?
I mean, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I'm totally cool with it.
I think it depends. I think it depends narratively what they do in this movie.
I'm mixed.
I mean, because they're going to play the whole King of the Dead,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
you know what I'm saying,
yeah,
arc,
yeah.
and just mention it. You know what I'm saying? When he was what was it? I guess technically wasn't hell.
And I
it
mean,
was
there's-
Necropolis or whatever.
There's a couple of rumors of what they're ultimately going to do. There's also I don't see it going down this way, but there's also another rumor that they might try to bring back Michael B. Jordan.
I think he's gonna
and
be.
do, and
I
do
think
a
he's gonna be like
redemption.
a.
And to have
He's
him
gonna be an ancestor. I don't think he's
Yeah.
gonna come back the way people think he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna be whoever gets the mantle. That's
Yeah.
who's gonna be in the ancestor. And we're gonna expect to see Chadwick,
Yeah.
but it's gonna be Killmonger. And he had this whole speech about how
Yeah.
you know he had righteous notions, but went about it the wrong way,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be how he teaches and grooms the next Black Panther. Blah
Okay.
blah 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 blah. That's what I think.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
But I think it depends on how they do the narrative of the next Black Panther. Or sorry, how they do the how Chadwick Boseman's Black Panther dies in
Yeah.
this movie.
Yeah.
If they're just like, oh, he's in a different state or he's
Yeah.
doing something, I think at that point, I think that makes no sense. Then they should have recasted him.
Yeah.
But if they do a proper story arc, be like, hey, he's no longer here because of X.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm
I'm
pretty sure they're actually killing off the character. Like, I don't think they're just gonna, put him somewhere off to the side. But
do we know how he transitioned in the comic when he became King of the Dead?
No, I'm not familiar with that storyline.
I'm not familiar with that either.
Okay.
But going more to the aspect of my question of recast or not. The reason I ask is because I'm of two mindsets of it. Because I've heard both arguments. I've heard the argument that Chadwick Boseman wouldn't want a character as important as T'Challa to not be utilized to the full capacity. Because let's not kid ourselves. T'Challa is a key part of Marvel lore.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, I think that it's a good way to pay homage to Chadwick, to pass the mantle of Black Panther onto another character and let T'Challa kind of rest with Chadwick.
Yeah, I agree.
So
if Nakia is pregnant, then that'll be the natural trajectory anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty interesting. So let's move on and let's talk about this this slate of releases. So we've got with Phase 4. So obviously we'll do Wakanda Forever. I think that's going to be the end of Phase 4.
Yeah.
And then Phase 5 we've got Quantumania.
Yep.
Then Secret Invasion.
Let's get Kang in this mother.
Secret Invasion. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Echo on Disney Plus. That'll be a Disney Plus show. Loki Season 2 on Disney Plus. The Marvels. The Blade movie.
Yes.
Ironheart. Agatha. Coven of Darkness. The Daredevil show, which is going to be 18 episodes.
Finally. I mean, they got to run it kind of similar to how Netflix had it.
Daredevil Reborn, and then closing out Phase 5 with Captain America: New World Order. So before we get on to that, what are your thoughts on this?
So, all right, I'll start with this one. So, from what I know, right, so we were talking about this earlier, there's this shift in MCU of the early phases to the new phases, right? So there's not a connecting story so far. It's more or less individual stories that are not per se connected.
I think there is a connecting
There's not a blatant connection.
Yeah, it's right? just not. It's not the focus of the overarching narrative.
Yeah, unlike the previous phases where there was the main story and then there's a connecting to like Thanos or It's because this one's different. I wanna see how they play it. For example,
I mean, it looks like we'll get that in Phase 5. I'm hoping.
Possibly.
Phase 4, no. Like, I totally feel like Phase 4 has been a segue phase.
Just like backstories the whole time. Like a preface to the book.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're setting up the kids. We're setting up kind of what's going to go on, how we're kind of moving things forward. But to get Ant-Man first of Phase 5, and we already know we're going to get Kang's debut there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think so.
Like, not the Man Between Time or however you say it, but, Kang. Now we'll start getting him sprinkled in throughout Phase 5 to have him come to his,
I think we're going to get Reed Richards in Quantumania. At least I hope so. It would make sense for me.
When do we get Fantastic Four, though?
Beginning of Phase 6, so.
Yeah, but Reed Richards made an appearance in Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, but that was 838 Reed Richards. That wasn't.
But I'm saying that could still.
So isn't there a rumor that Dr. Doom is in Black Panther 2?
Yes,
well,
that's a rumor.
Yeah. That's new to me.
Yeah. You didn't hear about that?
No, I know.
That's the third party and everything. So you got Wakanda, Namor, and all them, and then Dr. Doom, and maybe there'll be like vibranium underwater or something like that.
The thing about it is there's supposed to be something to do with Namor's city, right? And there's something that is in his city that Doom is trying to get to, but he basically set up the Wakandas to make it look like it was them, and that's what triggered the initial conflict. Yeah, but he's kind of like behind the scenes moving the pieces.
I didn't know that because Dr. Doom is actually one of my favorite villains in the comics themselves. Like I think he's a phenomenal.
Well, if they're going with the most recent version of Secret Wars, then they're gonna do God Doom. I hope they're gonna do God Doom.
Hard.
which is gonna be very powerful.
Because that would be absolutely amazing. Like, and it would be.
But off the rip though.
But it would be an interesting.
I think they would have to. Slowly.
Because I think that's why they're splitting it. Well, I mean, we're already talking about it, so we're gonna shift over to Phase 6, right? There's obviously 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 titles for Phase 6, right?
Got 3.
But the only 3 that we know about is Fantastic Four, which is gonna be the first
kickoff.
the kickoff of Phase 6, and then Avengers, the Kang Dynasty, and then a year later, or is
I thought they were
6 months?
the same year.
Yeah. Okay, so in May they have it slated for May 2025 for Kang Dynasty, and then November 7th, so 6 months later.
That's crazy.
Secret Wars. So I think they're gonna do the 1-2 punch, like they're gonna do the Kang Dynasty, and then it's gonna cliffhang into Battle World and Secret Wars.
There.
That'd be hard.
To go back to Phase 5, so one of the things that I'll tell you the ones that I'm very excited for, and the ones that it's not that I'm not excited, it's just my lack of knowledge. I don't know how they're going to play it off. So Quantumania, I'm super excited for. Loki Season 2, Secret Invasions.
For sure.
Blade, actually, so I don't know if you guys have seen Luke Cage. Marshall Ali is, I think, going to be Blade, who I think is a phenomenal actor in general. So
I think they
super
somehow
excited.
we need to work some kind of Wesley cameo in there somehow.
I think just let it be. I need it
though. Like even if it's just a split second, like
just like a mention.
Just
in the background, just walking across the street.
Something.
They can actually build that into Secret Wars. Yeah. Like with Secret Wars, they can
have a Blade variant or whatever.
Or they could have a Blade variant. They can have any of the X-Men actors.
For sure.
Ironheart. I don't know if you guys know the story. I'm super excited about Ironheart. The next Iron Man, obviously, and Daredevil. The Marvels is the one. Echo and the Marvels is I'm questioning how are they gonna do it, and 2 what Marvel storyline are they pulling from?
Yeah,
and
I don't think I need Echo and Daredevil. Like, give me Daredevil, bro. That was already one of Netflix's best.
It was their only.
No, Jessica Jones was good, bro.
Nah.
The first season,
the first season actually wasn't as bad. Luke Cage wasn't as bad.
I didn't like Luke Cage and Jessica. I didn't like
the first season of Jessica Jones, bro, was fucking dope.
And then not to mention David Tennant as the Purple Man.
Absolutely, dude, he killed it. Yeah. Absolutely.
The Luke Cage season 1 was good. After that, it kind of died. And then obviously the worst one of them all was.
Don't even say it.
I don't know. He said it 17 times in the show. Would you like a hot dog? Well, I am Danny Rand. I'm the immortal Iron Fist. Okay, man. Would you want a hot dog? But I am Danny Rand.
That's facts.
I mean, I would have want Danny Rand.
I am Danny Rand.
I would want Iron Fist in there just so he can get his butt handed to him by Shang-Chi.
Yes. And the whole time he's like, but I am Danny Rand. I can't use this fist, guys. I can't use it. I'm not allowed to use my fist.
I'm excited for AntMan, for sure. I think AntMan's, well, I guess this will make it a trilogy at this point. Yep. I think there was all sleeper films, bro. Like
the first AntMan I actually really enjoyed. Second one was entertaining, but it was not, to me, the best, right? I don't know how to explain. Like, it was, I enjoyed watching it, but if someone was like, hey, would you rather watch Ant-Man 2 or another XYZ movie, I'd pick that movie. It was not as like I wouldn't go back and rewatch Ant-Man 2.
Maybe you should.
The best thing of
maybe you should, bro.
The best thing
you should.
The best thing of Ant-Man 2 for me is the memes of the guy telling the story.
Absolutely.
Louis,
dude, that was like T.I.'s boy.
Oh yeah,
he is the best.
Yeah.
I forget his name.
So boom.
So there's this guy that's dressed like a spider.
Yeah, for real.
I think his name is Louis something.
I think Secret Invasion. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, but continue.
I think Secret Invasion will be dope. I'm anxious to see how far they take the invasion. Like how long ago were the Skrulls already here? Because they're gonna have to. I don't think they're just gonna drop it in right now. It's gonna be back to phase 1, phase 2 type. This person actually turned out to be a Skrull this whole time.
And are they? I'm curious to know, because traditionally the Skrulls are villains.
Yeah.
So like, you know, they gave us a faction of Skrulls that were good.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
and
Michael Pena.
Michael Pena, yeah. What was the character's name?
Lewis. I don't know. Michael Pena. That's all that matters.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Loki season 2. That'll be.
Yeah,
dope.
that's gonna be great.
I think Loki, like I said earlier, was probably the best Marvel show that we've gotten so far.
I agree. Agreed.
I don't think it's on here because I think it's still technically part of Phase 4, but I'm looking forward to What If Season 2 as well.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That was a sleeper as well for people who didn't watch cartoons.
Dude, that
shit was...
That Doctor Strange episode?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that was hands down one of the best episodes of that season, bro.
So we did review, I think, What If in total. My thing was when I first watched What If, I only watched like 2-3 episodes. I was very excited for it. I'll say that. The animation, phenomenal.
Absolutely.
The first few episodes, I did not find as entertaining because it seemed it was what if this person was this person? Oh, what if this person was this person? And I'm like, is that what the whole show is about? So I actually didn't watch the rest of the series because I thought
it all comes together though.
Exactly,
Yeah,
and I didn't know that until later on. Then I went back and watched it. Now I will say I still stand by my statement saying the first 3 or 4 episodes that are like, oh, what if
I thought Captain Carter was. I thought that was a good one.
That was a good one.
I thought that was a good one.
And I didn't care for T'Challa being Star-Lord as much.
I love Cha-Cha. I'm sorry.
It had good moments. It had good moments, but I think overall it was okay.
I think I mentioned this during our review of What If. That entire episode was a giant middle finger at Star-Lord.
Yeah.
For sure. Was that the one Thanos came in?
When T'Challa changed Thanos' mind with the conversation.
The Mad Titan.
I even thought the zombie episode was so. Like, it was good, but I'm like, a lot of things didn't make sense. I think the Doctor Strange one's one of the best ones. Obviously, the last episode when everything was brought together.
Looking back now, I feel like a lot of the What If stuff set up Multiverse of Madness. Because
100%.
all of that stuff tied into Doctor Strange.
So we thought... and we actually reviewed it before Doctor Strange came out. If you remember in the What If series when he becomes Superior Strange or whatever,
Strange Supreme.
Yeah. We thought that's the version you're gonna see in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, and he's.
But wasn't he kind of?
Yeah.
So he was kind of that one because he still had like the monster himself. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
So it was kind of that, but not to the same level.
Yeah.
But it was that particular episode was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I like the finale too, tying it in. The Killmonger episode was hard.
That one was dope too. Yeah. That one was dope too.
I was not expecting that episode to go the way it went. So.
And then how many times were they going to kill Tony Stark?
Every episode he either died or just nothing.
He's Kenny at this point.
Speaking of Tony Stark with Ironheart, okay, so I don't know how much you guys know about.
Ironheart is
okay, really, so you know that
backstory.
Her AI is Tony Stark, basically. So I don't know.
What do you mean? So like her
so
Friday.
Instead of Jarvis.
So yeah, you know.
Oh, okay.
It's Tony Stark.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's gonna. I hope that maybe they can get Robert Downey Jr. to do like Bose.
100%.
Yeah,
he. I think he said that he'll do. Iron
isn't
Man.
He coming back anyway?
We don't know if he's coming back
in a certain capacity. Like I think him and Chris Evans are supposed to be coming back in some limited capacity.
He will do Iron Man, Tony Stark Iron Man as long as Marvel will have him. Like he's down to do that for the rest of his life if they want him to. I think Chris Evans is getting burnt out, and he's like. Unless it's like a big scene or a cameo, game over, bro. Which I understand. So,
I mean, but at this point, both of them are iconic.
It
doesn't matter what they do for the rest of their life; they will forever be Iron Man and Captain America.
Yeah, they've done great stuff.
Chris Evans is Johnny Storm to me, bro.
Really? Chris Evans is not another teen movie for me.
Actually, he mentioned.
There's a rumor.
He mentioned that he would be down to come back to the MCU if they let him come back.
I think that would be crazy. It'd be super cool.
That'd be dope for like a Secret Wars Easter egg. I would love that.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I know.
And I didn't hate. I didn't hate those Fantastic Four.
It was just that second one.
The first one was
actually
okay.
pretty
solid.
No,
it was the third one. The one that was like 2009 or something, where Michael B. Jordan was in
Yeah.
That was
never
garbage.
watched it.
It was garbage. It was.
Oh, you're talking about the reboot with the Miles Teller.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was
I never
bad.
I never saw that one.
It was bad. It was bad.
I actually didn't. I wanted to because I
No, you
actually
don't.
like Miles Teller, but I never got a chance to see it.
You're not missing nothing.
The first Fantastic Four sequels, or the two. The first one was pretty good. Second one was
the only one that I'm iffy about, because I don't know too much about the lore behind it, is the Agatha and the Coven of Darkness.
I think that's just going to be a more or less a spin-off type thing from WandaVision, kind of like doing her own thing. Either it's going to be
how so though if she's pretty much brainwashed or whatever
at this point. I think it's going to be a prequel to.
But they kind of did her origin-esque in WandaVision.
Kind of, but not like a full. I think it's gonna be like way
fleshed
before,
out.
Like more. Hey, this is how she got her powers. Kind of like an origin series, and then I think they'll transition into what happens now.
Well, I heard a rumor that through the Agatha show is how we're gonna get Scarlet Witch back in the MCU.
Yeah.
Because technically she didn't die.
I mean,
the temple fell on her, but that doesn't mean anything, bro. Yeah. So ideally, she goes to Mephisto's realm, and we tie Agatha back in, and then we bring them all back. Yeah. Like, run it.
I don't know anything about Echo. I don't even know what that show is about. I don't even know what is
it's from. Think about Hawkeye.
Yeah.
The deaf girl that Kingpin kind of groomed.
Oh,
yeah,
her.
Yeah, she's traditionally she's not she's more like a Daredevil anti-hero.
Yeah. Gotcha. I did not even make that connection.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes way more sense.
And Kingpin got shot at the end.
Well, one, he got ran over by a car, by his own car. Boom.
I thought that was a great Easter egg too.
Yeah.
He wasn't as bomb as he was in Daredevil.
Oh,
like man, Kingpin in Daredevil, that was a performance.
Yeah,
that was a performance.
I think that was one of the best things about that show.
Absolutely.
The one thing that I'm curious that I haven't heard anything about is the Punisher, because like obviously they're getting a lot of positive feedback with Charlie Cox. Coming back as Daredevil, but
Frank was a phenomenal Punisher as well.
Yeah, he
totally was
absolutely one of the highlights of that Netflix. But that's such a darker tone.
It is, but what I like about Daredevil, like although he does have heightened abilities or whatever, it's a lot more grounded. You know what I'm saying? Like superhero stuff is kind of it's everything now. You know what I'm saying? So to get stuff like Daredevil, like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., like the more Black Widow, the more grounded aspect of this MCU, that's dope to me. So
it's going to be interesting to see how they build this up. We were talking about it earlier. I feel like my personal take, and I feel like Marvel has been a victim of their own success. To the degree that like when you get the build up towards Infinity War and Endgame, and Endgame was such a satisfying ending.
Yes.
Yeah, it was such a satisfying ending.
Yes, it was.
To that whole story arc. So coming off of Endgame, everybody had these ridiculous high expectations going in.
They were ridiculous.
Well,
they were groomed expectations.
Well, but you have to understand, like, especially coming from the perspective of a comic book reader, right? I think even from a movie critic person. This is the format of this particular brand of storytelling, and it's unique, particularly to the MCU, because it was the first time that it was ever been done. But it's been done in comics for so long, where it's a slow build with these smaller independent stories, and then they slowly start to connect in small ways at first, and then as the storyline progresses, they start to connect more and more and more, so that by the time you get to that Kang
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that.
So it's going to be interesting to see how this phase, how they start to connect everything more. But like, I'm enjoying the smaller stories. Like,
they feel more like comics, though.
Yeah,
like you were saying, like as much as
like individual.
Yeah, like as much as I feel like Phase 4 has been a segue, these shows and stuff have felt more like reading and consuming comics than the previous phases and them just being big movies. You know what I mean? So I agree with you.
Yeah.
That brings us to the end. Thanks for sticking around with us. Those were our thoughts. Stay tuned for more content coming up. We are going to be doing some more movie reviews, some more TV shows. We still got that Stan Lee pop to give away. We're looking forward to getting to 100 subscribers. So let's keep it going, guys. Appreciate it.
If you like our videos, please subscribe and hit the like button.